The lack of food and job opportunities forced Julio Agobian to leave his wife and children in Venezuela.
Many times I had to say that I had already eaten so that my wife and daughters could eat. After that, I made the decision. I grabbed my suitcase and left.
Julio Agobian boarded a bus that took him to the Venezuela-Colombia border. With no money and after walking hundreds of kilometers, he found someone who offered to drive him farther south.
The last bus was about to leave, and the driver asked me, "Where are you going?" I told him I was going to Argentina, and I didn't have any money. He told me he could give me a ride, but I had to be in the main cabin. I took the offer, and he left me at the border of Ecuador.
He continued to travel for many hours without food. He stopped to work in Peru until he could buy a bus ticket to Argentina. Agobian says since arriving in Buenos Aires, he has worked long hours with the hope he will be reunited with his family soon.
Not having anything to eat, working more than 14 hours a day, I haven't stopped working since I got here. It's inexplicable. When I remember them or I see them on my phone, I just think, I will see them soon.
President Nicolás Maduro has responded to the exodus by encouraging Venezuelans to come back home.
Any Venezuelan who went abroad because of a false illusion with hope for a better future has my arms open to come back to Venezuela.
Singer Reymar Perdomo performs on the streets of Lima, Peru, 6 months after leaving Venezuela. She arrived here after traveling by bus for a week through 4 countries. The first call she made was to her mother to tell her how much food she could find in stores.
That was the hardest thing, telling my mother and sending her pictures of shelves full of food and talking to her about why we do not have that there. What happened? When did we lose the productive and thriving Venezuela?
Reymar says Venezuelans who leave must be willing to let go of the life they once had and be prepared to start all over again. The International Organization for Migration reports that the number of Venezuelans immigrating to other countries in Latin America increased tenfold last year alone, forcing governments to provide working permits and assistance to those Venezuelans in need. For Jorge Agobian, Cristina Caicedo Smith, VOA News, Washington.